The month was October, the day unknown. It was time for another Ludum Dare, a massively popular online game jam that happens twice a year. The theme, stuck in a loop, 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 stuck in a loop. Since I'm busy with fantasies, I wanted to do one last game jam of the year, and so this was a perfect time. I normally do my game jams alone, but in the summer I did GMTK Jam with Reese Geoffroy, which was super fun. So I wanted to work with someone else again, and who else is better to work with in a game jam other than Jelle? Get it? Jelle sounds like jelly, jam, game jam? You get it. This is Ollie from MashUp Games, and welcome to the making of Train Troubles with Jelle Vermandere. Jelle makes some amazing 3D models that are adorably cute, and I wanted to make some more 3D games, so this was a great combination. So the idea we came up with should be no surprise to you. Yes, it was trains. I absolutely loved playing with trains as a kid. I have this whole treasure chest of Brio trains, and would spend ages placing these wooden tracks all over the place to make my own railroad. Railroad? Railroad. And though I was a child back then, that's no excuse why I can't play with them now. So our idea was as follows. You're a train conductor stuck in the boring everyday loop of working in a train station office. You're bored at work, so instead you bring your own train set to work. So now you can escape from the boring reality of working on a railroad and instead manage your own railroad. You can place tracks around until you get a full loop, and then you just hit the play and watch the train make its way around the track. Jelle would make all the models and I would do most of the programming. So the first thing I did was work on the track placement. These brown plates are representing the tracks, and you can connect two tracks together if they can be connected. Of course you don't need to create a loop just yet, because there's no train to go around. But as far as the placement goes, it seems to work pretty well. Now we add a train and voila! The train goes around the track. Though it's quite jittery, and that's because each track has points along it, so just add more points. Oh, yeah, they have some models for me. Let's import them. Whoa, well, this is amazing. Technically now the core gameplay is there as its basic form. You can place tracks and have the train move around the loop you just created. But there's more things to be added and, well, a lot of bugs to fix. But let's leave that for day 2. Now with day 2, there was a lot of bug fixing. Was there a lot wrong with the game that needed fixing? Absolutely yes. Was I able to fix them? Well, I'll let myself answer that question in the stream I did that day.
I don't really trust Unity's colliders. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Like there, what's going on there? Who knows? Why is this happening to me? This is...
The way the loop was checked was in a traverse function that works recursively down each track piece from the station until it reaches the station again. But for some reason, when you would place a track somewhere, another track would get decoupled. So I decided to write a new function for traversal, and well, now the track is marked as looped when it really isn't. And Jelle had added some train animation, but it didn't really work right. So now the game just looks completely broken. I managed to get the train animation fixed and the non-looped tracks fixed too, but a decoupling problem still existed. I worked on this all day, but I couldn't get it to work. Well, there's no point worrying about it now. I mean, we've got 1 day to fix it. Okay, maybe there's a little time to panic. Day 3 arrives, and with that, a shining light of hope. I'd fixed the problem with the decoupling. I realised that when you drag a track piece over 2 connected track pieces, the picked up track piece would connect with one of the connectors below it, which would decouple the already attached piece and completely break the loop. So I changed that, and now it works fine. Well, 90% of the time, but let's hope nobody runs into that extra 10%. Now we can get back to work. Add an obstacle that, when the train encounters it, comes to a halt until the obstacle is removed, then gets going again. I also got some bridge pieces working, and Jelle had made a car system using a sprite shape that has cars going around the outside of it, and made a level for it. It may look like things are coming together well, but well, we only had about 10 hours left, and at this point only 2 levels. I also tried to make it so track pieces could be placed on top of obstacles like boxes. Wait, that's not it. That's not it either. Screw it, we'll just scrap that idea. One last major thing to add was a passenger system. Since the train had a carriage and we got the stations, we might as well make them useful. So the train can only hold a certain number of passengers at a time, and when a train enters a station it slows down to a stop. Then all possible passengers are unloaded from the carriage if that station is their destination, and any passengers that are at the station that need taking somewhere else are loaded, if there's room, and the train gets going again. Pretty simple, and passengers have 3 distinct colours, red, blue and green, to indicate which station they need taking to. We're in the final few hours, and well, we don't have any levels yet, except for 1 or 2. So while I was running about putting out fires, Jelle was going ahead and making some levels for people. We ended up with 5 levels, which isn't that much and the levels aren't too challenging, but I was happy with it. After all, we just wanted to make a really relaxing game where people just watch toy trains go around, so I think we got that sorted. And with it all posted and uploaded, everything was sitting nice. And that was it for this making of video. If you want to give it a play, then the link to the itch.io page is in the description below, and feel free to rate it on Ludum Dare page if you also participated in the jam. Also, if you want to watch Jelle's video on the jam, his video will be also in the description and the end card. He's an awesome guy and makes great content, so go give him a watch. If you've liked this video, then like and subscribe. This is MashUp Games, signing out.